Welcome to Church at Home with Rachael for Tuesday, the 24th of May. You have survived your long weekend, and I'm glad to know that. And we've survived ours. It was a bit busy with church and all those things. Oh, dude just walked in. He's right here. Can you see him? Dude, say hi. There he is. He is doesn't know what's going on lately. He's pushing. There he is. He doesn't know what's going on lately because every time I come home from church or something, I bag us some books and then take off to the other house and leave him home. I play with him for a little while, give him a treat, but he's getting kind of grumpy. And he's pretty smart. I made mention of the other day of going to the other house, and he started to pout. Usually I just tell him I'm going to work, but he's good company. Today I just want to talk a little bit about being frazzled. I am frazzled. I am obviously, I've moved books from my office. I've forgotten to take Rob's picture down. It'll go over there soon. There's probably some other stuff up there as well. But it's incredible, this living in between things and being absolutely frazzled. I used to think that being frazzled was something that you ignored or something that you tried hard not to admit to. You know, the professional person, the professional woman never admits to being frazzled. It's like that old thing from the 60s or 50s, whatever. Women don't sweat, they perspire. We glisten. You know what? No, we sweat. I've been doing a lot of sweating lately. It's been lovely weather out here in Wainwright, but moving stuff from like in bags and moving it to my car, out the house, down the stairs to the car, to the new house, up the stairs, into the house, down the stairs to the basement. I have been doing a lot of perspiring and glistening lately, and I could buy stocks in secret. Probably should have. But I used to think that when in my younger years, that being frazzled was unprofessional. That if you were frazzled, it meant you didn't have control. You didn't have a lock on everything that you needed to have a lock on. That there was something wrong with you if you were frazzled. And I don't know whether it's age. I think it's probably age. But I'm beginning to understand that frazzled is just a state of being. Sometimes we get frazzled. I can be the most pulled together, wearing my full collar and a black suit and have everything going swing, bang, 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 everything's perfect. And then I'll still feel frazzled. I'll just feel like, that I forgot to do something. Did I turn off the stove? Did I lock the front door? Did I close the bathroom door so dude won't get the toilet paper? That kind of gets into your head, like what they call it, an earworm, when you hear a piece of music floating around your head all the time. And it just sort of unravels me and I get frazzled. But you know what? It's okay. First of all, most of the time nobody else knows I'm frazzled because it's just a state of being. You just get used to it. And those times when other people recognize that I'm frazzled, I think 99.9% of the time, people have been absolutely fantastic. They want to know if there's anything they can do to help. They offer to say a prayer. They are just willing to just jump right in and do something for me. And I don't even know what it is I'd have them do. But it's just such a good feeling to know that someone is recognizing that you're in a state of panic, and they're willing to help out, to do something. It may not be a big thing. Sometimes it's just having a 2-minute conversation. Sometimes it's somebody coming up and giving you a cup of coffee or asking you if you need to take a break. Because quite often, I think busy people, women in particular, maybe, men too, maybe, tell me, but we have so much on the go all the time and we just get going that when we are frazzled, we don't realize that maybe the best thing we could do is to sit down, put our feet up for 5 minutes and just take a sip of coffee or smell the fresh air or listen to a piece of music or just, go for a drive or something. Because being frazzled is that kind of like it feeds on itself, doesn't it? So you start, it's like worrying. You start thinking about something and it makes you start to think, well, should I be worried about that? And all of a sudden you're not just thinking, should I be worried? You are worried. And then that worry turns into deeper worry, which turns into worry about something else. And by the time you know it, you're down a black hole. You're in a black hole of worry and you have no idea how to get out of it. I think, like all things, the best thing to do is just take a deep breath, acknowledge that you're worried, and just say, okay. If you're a believer, to say, God, okay, please help me to release my worry. We know that as Christians, we are called to not worry. And why do we worry? God has invited us to take our worries and give them to Him. And I understand that some of you, quite a few of you who watch my videos, aren't Christian and are not believers, and that's okay. But this sense of holding on to worry, it doesn't do you any good. If there's something you're worried about, that you can do something to do about it, like if you're worried about did you lock the front door, go home and lock the front door, check it, or call somebody who can go and try the handle for you, and that means that you won't have to be worried anymore. But if you find yourself in a state of worried, being like just getting all worked up, there's nothing you can do about it. Take a deep breath and remember that whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and you're going to handle it. Because the worrying itself only makes things worse, because you can't concentrate. You might start getting snippy with people. You're not going to be able to remember what it was you're supposed to do. It's like a toothache. It takes over your whole life. You have to let it go. So I'm trying to let it go. I'm trying to become more zen with this whole. I'm not being silly. Like seriously, I'm trying to become more om with the moving process here, because there are a few things I can do today. In a little while, the movers are going to come and they're going to take all of our stuff, our big stuff, like my desk and the bookshelves here behind me that I can't put in my car. My husband can't put in his truck. And they're going to move all that big stuff. And then we're still going to take the rest of the little stuff and clean this house and get it ready for the end of May to give back the keys back to the landlord. And I know myself, because you see, I am a worrier and I'm a frazzler. I don't know if that's a word. I think I just made it up. A befrazzleder. I am the kind of person who worries all the time, and I also allow myself to get frazzled. But as I said before, I'm learning how to sort of either defrazzle or just accept the frazzle and become completely one with the ridiculousness that is my life. So today, as you go about your day, I invite you to find ways to unfrazzle if you are, or if someone around you has helped them to unfrazzle. Give them a cup of tea, or tell them a really silly joke, something really, really stupid joke, but just help them to just relax and be. And I would just like to shout out to a new friend from YouTube from Louisville, Kentucky. Her name is Kim, and she sent me a beautiful card in the mail. It said to my Edgerton church, and everybody was interested, because the only mail we get at the church is usually like bills. So everybody was wondering, what was Reverend Rachael getting a card for at church? And so I shared with them that it was a YouTube friend, and everybody was kind of like, oh, because I don't know that my parishioners take my YouTube channel seriously. It's part of what I do, and I don't think they watch. But it's nice to know some people do. So Kim, thank you very much for the card and the beautiful picture, and congratulations on being received into the Anglican or the Episcopal Church. I loved your picture. It was beautiful. The card is gorgeous as well. And once I get moved and I am defrazzled, look for an email and probably a card from me as well. I've got some pretty cool postcards I have that have the Wee Parish, the Wainwright Edgerton churches, has pictures of them. I use those postcards. So I'll send you one of those. But I have to find them. I'm not sure where they are. They're in the new house. I'm not sure which part of the new house they're in, but I'll find them. So Kim, thank you very much for reaching out, and God bless you, and we can certainly pray for each other. And thank you for praying for me as we move. Please pray that Rob and I won't be so frazzled that we hate each other by the time we're done. And dude, who's going to go to the kennel in a little while, he's gonna skip the mess for a week. I'll pick him back up on Saturday, where he can hang out with his other puppy pals and be spoiled rotten by the staff at the incredible vet clinic in Vermilion. Dr. Goodbrand and his staff are absolutely fantastic. If you happen to be in the Alberta area and need a vet, they are fantastic. Good Christian people too. Really solid. So thank you for watching, and please have a great day, and I will see you again on Wednesday tomorrow for Church at Home with Rachael. And I imagine it might be a bit of a frazzled video as well, because we'll be in process or working toward it. But have a great day, and God bless you, and I'll see you soon.